U.S. public health authorities say thousands of people who visited the Yosemite National Park this summer could be at risk from a deadly virus. They've sent out urgent emails to people who stayed in the popular California park, warning them to take precautions. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says 6 tourists have developed hantavirus-induced lung disease after staying in the park this summer. 2 of them died last month. The CDC suspects the tourists may have become infected after breathing in dried rodent feces. The CDC sent an email out on Friday to all the people who stayed in the park since June. It urges them to get tested at a hospital if they develop high fever or a cough, symptoms of hantavirus infections.
Mice were found to have been nesting in between the 2 layers of wood that line these so-called signature tents. Deer mice are now being blamed for the deaths of 2 people, including a 37-year-old man. They're likely to have become infected by breathing in dust contaminated by mice droppings. Nicole Leparoud thought she was going to die after contracting the virus at the camp.
I've never been so sick in my entire life. My muscles hurt, I had a really bad sore throat, and every time I got up I wanted to pass out.
Nicole survived because the disease was detected early, but in a third of cases people die. The US Centers for Disease Control estimates that 10,000 people stayed at the camp between June and August and could be at risk of developing the disease within the next 6 weeks. The park's now trying to control its spread. Many of the tents have been closed, and park rangers are trying to make it harder for the mice to nest there.
We're tearing apart places where we feel that the mice are maybe getting into the cabins, and we're actually rebuilding them. We don't know how long that process is going to take. Of course, once we do finish that process, we will retest them to make sure that they are 100% rodent-proof before we open them again to the public.
The park has contacted more than 3,000 people who have stayed there and told them to seek treatment if they have flu-like symptoms.